Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Leopard! Watch it now, Barney!
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, Darnold. And he's got his man on the out route. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great great film watching and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Quinn. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Quinn. And he connects with Ebron. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing on 1st down. Quinn. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun, Quinn. Flush to his right. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and it's 3rd and short.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second, because when they review this play, oh, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, he's right-handed, so that's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body back into traffic.
Big no-no.
Oh, that's a monster no-no. The only good thing that happened, it fell incomplete. Very fortunate.
On 3rd and 2, Quinn. The screen pass here to Cohen. Evades him at the 20. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out to his left. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Watch him now, Barney.
To throw on 2nd down. Quinn. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Deion Kane, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
On 1st down, Darnold finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. His throw incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Gone, 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 gone.
To the air again, Darnold. Found his target, it's Anderson. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you, it's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Throwing again is Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a nice spin into some open field. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And Darnold just beating the play clock. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. They hand off to their big tight end. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big. That's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
Looking to throw. Quinn toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Quinn. They'll roll him out right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Looking to throw. Quinn. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
New York set to take the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Faking the give, Darnold. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
This is fielded at the 27. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. And out come the Dolphins now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Quinn got his man complete over the middle. That's Cohen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Quinn. Open man right side is Cup complete. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good game. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Quinn. Now he's flushed out right. And he'll find the open man on the right side. It's Kane. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. On 1st down, Quinn. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Operating from the gun, Quinn. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He connected on his first, this from 41. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They try again with Cohen. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The Dolphins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, Quinn. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A first down throw, Darnold. Flushed out right. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Trey Waynes. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. Back to throw. Quinn. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Jets. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's Darnold. He's going to look deep down the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're all on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Second down and 10, Darnold. He's going to wind up and air it out. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Leopard! Leopard!
Now a first carry for their fullback. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Looking to throw on second down. Quinn. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Dolphins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Gun!
Operating from the gun. Quinn. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. And an alley to run. He showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Cohen. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Looking to throw. Quinn. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
From the gun, Quinn. Flush to his right. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
I think this one comes under the heading of sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because you and I both know coaches go crazy seeing their quarterbacks roll out, in this case to the right side, and try and throw back into the middle of the field. He got away with one there.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Now Marshall. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Dolphins on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Keith Marshall, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Leonard Floyd in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Gone!
To throw is Darnold. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 44. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Quinn. That's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun. Quinn. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cohen. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 9 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Lucky 56.
From the gun, Quinn. Where is this play going? A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Cornelder. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
This is Cohen. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Going up top for Cup. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. There goes a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Darnold on 1st down. Wide open receiver, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And his throw is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. On the tackle, it's Trey Waynes. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go.
Now Darnold. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This is why I've never been a big fan of trying to get too cute down here by the goal line. For every one time something like this works, it seems like it blows up about 10 times. And sure enough, they'll wind up losing yards here.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Darnold. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A big loss there of 9 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Gone! Detroit! Detroit!
One last throw now for Darnold. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Miami, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they get that first win after 5 straight losses to start the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason